It's time. We're late, but at least we're here. Usual thing, bud. I was thinking of doing some theory crafting for Path of Exile today, but I figured this a little more. Apropos. Rainy day Space Marine. Fuck yeah, Vlad. Let's get some folk up in the hood and have some fun. Does anyone have any lethal missions that they need done? Don? You call me Don? Like the boss? I'll probably go... I don't want to level up this piece of shit. And see how bad it really is. I don't want to play this. I'm not touching this. These weapons are done. Well, not done, but still. I guess I'll go tactical today. Are we okay? Is this okay? Is it buffering? What's going on? See the size of that ass, baby. Hell yeah, Taterman. I love that, dude. All right, we're good. I'm looking, like I can see right now that it's kind of low. It's raining today, so I don't know if it's going to affect anything. Oh, little buddy. Buddy. You sweet guy. Sweet buddy. Oh. There. Legs. There you go, bud. Roman's just laying on my feet right now. He's a good puppy. Guys, I have good news about a partnership that I joined into. Oh, puppy. I guess we'll just do this. I was waiting for more people to join in, but I think it's going to be a pretty quiet stream right now. What is what? Anyone, come on in, DJ. What is up, Elrath, J Rago? What is up, brothers? Wouldn't you like to know, Vlad? We got the bros in. What mission do you guys want to play? Do you guys need anything? DJ or Baraka? Yeah, I mean, I don't think if I had done we'll warm up really quick. I think I've got 0 levels in this thing. In fact, we'll level up really quick on a I need 1,500 experience Substantial with Gene Seed is 1800. So let's do a substantial real quick. We'll warm up on that. Probably just do Inferno. Get it done with.
Fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
Thank you so much. I gotta switch over to Heather. There it is. Elrath gave out 10 community subs.
Praise the sun.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. You kind-hearted general.
It fills you with determination.
Where are we? We are, guys. We are 7 points away from 100 points. For you, 35% off when gifting 5+ tier 1 subs. Oh, damn.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sun.
Guys, thank you so much. That's so kind, bro. Thank you, Elrath. Elrath's over here helping me out with my computer and shit and helping me out with videos. And he's like, no, here's 10 subs. Where's my donut alert from? That is, Darkest Dungeon. Oh shit, I forgot. I wasn't supposed to use that weapon. That was supposed to be the bolt. I loaded in with the bolt auto gun. And that went to the Melta for some reason. Tactical Vanguard or Bulwark are a good team. What a brother. Figure this out. That's weird. I must have pressed the trigger on accident. Okay. Right back in.
mission is to use the stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. Acadians were tasked with providing assistance.
It was me first reading, by the way, is Burn the Witch. Oh, BTW has burned the witch. I actually really like that. That's really fucking cool. What's up, Catmanda? How you doing? I can turn and choose the right stream settings. Yeah, absolutely, Cat. Yeah, we've been doing that for years. He's like, hey, I need help with this technical problem. Like, I'm here for you, brother. You're Bakara? Okay, gotcha, man. Ugh, I just hate this fucking gun, I think. Ugh. I mean, it's a white gun, so I really can't be that. It's good, Chance. How you doing, man? Let me just send this text real quick, guys. Hold on. My mom's been like texting me about like Christmas gifts. She's like, hey, fucking, did you want this? Do you want that? I'm like, Mom, I'm trying to stream. She's like, but what about this? I'm like, Mom. I always answer text and phone calls from my parents, though. They're in their 70s, so I like to cherish my time with them. Hype stream has been completed. Dude, my fucking ammo's all shit.
All specs primed.
Other people's issues. Glad you're streaming to get me through. I'm here if you. I was like, I woke up this morning. I'm like, man, maybe I don't stream. Maybe kind of take it easy. And I was like, no, Chance needs me. Chance needs me. I was thinking of doing a this stream today. I was thinking of doing a Path of Exile theory crafting and do some builds. But I'll do that. I think I'm gonna do that on Tuesday. Oh fuck! I hate when Carnifex spawns. You need FOMO to shred with your bare hands, dude. That's like one of the funniest things is like when Turin says like that that I'm way bigger than I was in college, and I look like I can tear phone books with my bare hands. I love that. Oh. No. Thought he was going to charge me. Or swing at me. Oh, fuck. You're the wet dream I deserve. Oh, okay, cool, whatever. Got all that health back with that fucking goon strike, though, I'll tell you that. Yes, destroy him. All right. What do you mean? Oh, there's a trophy for killing him with the traps, or for killing him without the traps, you're saying? I think I got that one. I don't think we had the traps activate. Or I did that. I didn't do that on stream now that I think about it. Yeah, I'll be doing like a full-fledged announcement. But I'm going to be signing up with Gamer Subs, my bros.
Rearming. That ready to deploy.
And they're like, okay, what we'll do is... So Gamer Subs is pretty fucking awesome. I mean, I already like the brand itself. Like, the flavors and shit like that. But what they offer, like, affiliates is pretty sick. And the code that I'm going to get... So, it'll give everyone 10% off. No matter what. But for the first 48 hours, they're going to give people free shipping. So basically... in that 48-hour period when I do like the announcement, like, hey, yeah, I'm now a partner of theirs and everything, and so on and so forth. I have oh god, what's it called? A code, a discount code. You can use it, and I get a commission. You get a discount. They'll also give everyone free shipping, so it's like a further discount. Oh no. I'm tired today, bros. I'm trying to. Hopefully this shit gets in my system and I rally. I'm like sleepy bear over here. It's raining out, so like I was at the park and it took me a long time to get done with the park. Like, man, like if I can go to sleep right now. Like, who wants to watch this stream? Nobody wants to watch me stream. I would stream myself to sleepy sleep. I thought room powder combustion would make the trophy. Oh, no, yeah. It's still, that activates the traps, for sure.
Inside the Astra Military
Oh. I fucked that up. My hand just fucking switched out. Is it because you were up all night, Vlad, thinking about playing Stalker? I wish I laughed like John. I don't usually go through the tunnel systems, but we've already started this trajectory. Did you defeat Neurothropes? What class do you usually play? I'm supposed to have an affiliate code for Corsair. What do you want to buy? Chance. Just put Auspex on them and gun them down, my dude. Otherwise, hold on to crack grenades. If you're not really great at killing Neurothropes, just hold on to crack grenades and use them, assuming you get them in the mission. Matt Tito, how are you doing, man?
I hope you're having better luck.
So, I'm doing well, brother. So I put that video out for Path of Exile. Let me. There's 66 of you watching, so let me ask you guys a question. In the video, the title of the video is clickbaity, right? It's like, Diablo 4 is in trouble. And in the video too, I have like a, hey, just a quick disclaimer. I don't think Diablo 4 is dead. It's going to be fine. It'll live on as it lives on, and everything will be okay. Like, it's like always this notion that like, oh, this game is an X game killer, right? Like this is Destiny killer or a Call of Duty killer or stuff like that. And I always just think that's just a bunch of hogswoggle, a bunch of bullshit. Okay. Oh, only got one, huh? No. Okay, cool. So I said in the video, I'm like, hey, if you like Diablo, you're gonna be fine. Like the game's still gonna be great. Like Last Epoch, Diablo, and Path of Exile can all exist in the same genre and be successful, good games. And some guy made a comment being like, way to be a pussy and step back your statement. Try to have real opinions for once. And I had typed up, his name was David. I was like, go fuck yourself, David. People get, like, gamer elitism is a whole reason that the internet is so negative anyway when it comes to video games. Is that an honest enough opinion for you? I deleted it though and just banned him from the channel. Because it's like, you know, you can't reason with trolls. But sometimes I just felt like sometimes I feel like I just keep those. I should just post those. Just keep the vitriol out there. There's an undercurrent of depression and anger that runs within my character, just right below the surface. And I don't really ever tap into it as a content creator because it's like I don't want to alienate other viewers that might look at that and go, this guy's an asshole. People have watched some of my old streams. I removed it. I was like, fucking, you're gone. Like, there used to be a time when I dealt with that stuff. When I was like, you know what? Let me try to reason with this person. Let me try to get them onto my side or see my point of view so we can come at this from an amiable perspective. But it always ends up devolving to my opinion's right, your opinion's wrong on both ends, right? Like, because if I'm reasoning with you, it's because I think my opinion is right? My stance. I used to spend so much time and energy and try to really do it, but now if you come at me sideways, you're out. I just remove you from the I ban you on the channel. And you might think, oh, that's censorship or whatever. Fuck you, it's my channel. Like, and what's funny is, see, exactly, anger feeds a lot of ambition, in my opinion. Yeah, and that's another thing, Cozy. I'm like, is it really a clickbait title, or is it just honest? Like, to be fair, Diablo 4, I played the DLC. I'm having a lot of fun with the DLC. They did a lot of really great stuff for the end game. There's a lot of really cool activities. There's a lot of stuff to do. I actually really I'm enjoying playing this season. But I know I'm going to immediately play Path of Exile. And I don't like Path of Exile 1 very much. I think Path of Exile 1 is just too complex for me. But I like what I've seen with 2. It's not enough that I like a certain game, I must hate all other games in the same genre. 100%. 100%, Amy. You're a direct competitor and take on some player base, you are still right in the yeah, 100%, right? Like, it's going to be fine. Like, the games are... I think that's the big thing, too, is a game can come out and take from another game, and it still can be okay for the health of a game. Especially when it comes to a game like... The director's thing of Diablo-like, dude, come on, we've dropped that moniker a long time ago. Diablo-like is no longer a term. Diablo clone is no longer a term. It's now your action RPG or a hack and slash. That's the term. Diablo clone was something that existed when Diablo 2 and Diablo 1 were king, and then Titan Quest came out and Path of Exile 1 came out. Those were Diablo-likes, right? Because that wasn't an established genre. But that's like saying, you know, FIFA and NHL, those are just Madden likes because Madden was like one of the very first sports games. Like, no, we don't do that. 100%, Cozy. It's really good. Really good. Well, derivatives have to exist in an industry where profit is king, right? So you're going to use derivatives of pre-established systems that work. That like, oh, this is a good system. Let's just go with it and let's make it better. And what is up, Joe? How you doing, dude? But trouble. I had a statement about Path of Exile 2 and Diablo 4 and health and stuff like that. I think it's just, you look at Diablo, your video header wasn't wrong. Diablo is in trouble because his PoE 2 is going to be a direct competitor and take on some of the player base. Oh, that was it. these games are naturally supposed to have an ebb and flow in their player base. They're not supposed to have consistent numbers. You look at Path of Exile's numbers, it spikes up to several hundreds of thousands of players every time a new league or season comes out, right? And then that dips down afterward. And that's the way that these games always go. I think that there just needs to be better. If you are a game company, you need to stop being stupid. And what I mean by that is, your game doesn't exist in a vacuum where it is the only game within that genre Crack him. Oh, man. Well, a lot of people read titles and they don't watch the actual video. It's just that kind of outrage tourism stuff of like, well, I'll make a judgment call right away on something I haven't read. Just like we've started to do what we do to videos, what we do for articles. Well, I saw a title of an article and I'm going to talk about it in conversation, but I didn't read the article, so I don't know the substance of it. But video game companies, it only works for first 10 to 20 seconds, which in my case is that's me telling you what the video is about, so you can be even less outraged. But what is important is that video game companies need to stop looking at themselves as these siloed entities that exist within a genre. No, you exist within an industry, and that industry is so much less about genre-specific gamers anymore. There are people that play... People play Civilization who also play Call of Duty. You know what I mean? People play Paradox games who also play Battlefield games, who also play Assassin's Creed games. And what's important is that we stop fucking looking at these games as these siloed situations that are like, oh yeah, you know what? We don't look at our game as a competitor to that game. Like, you're fucking high right now. Like, your game is clearly a competitor because it exists in the industry of games that in the industry where people play fucking video games. And oh, don't do it. Here, fuck, we're gonna lose this shit. Hold on, guys. Not looking good. Oh my god, did we just get it? Ooh. Just got it. Oh, fuck my dick. Pull up sleeves. So I think what's important is there's no reason to compete with the player base if you don't have to. Stuff like the launch of seasons for Diablo or Path of Exile or Last Epoch are entirely up to the developer. So release them, but if you look at the other companies, you don't have to work with them, but you can work around them to ensure that you get the maximum player penetration. There's no reason to scout people from a game if you can just work around it. Hey, you know what? I saw Diablo's going to do their season in March. And Last Epoch's got their season in mid-April. We're just going to do ours end of May. Because, yeah, you can do your own on your own trajectory, but I think too many game companies don't look at the bigger picture. They look at what's the money, what we can do, what we can make, blah, 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 blah. Hey, you know what? A perfect example is what I keep saying about this game and its current content schedule. There's no reason for them to put out content aside from what they have planned right now. And people are like, oh, we need more content, the player base is going to dwindle. I'm like, yeah, it's Q4. You're assaulted by 1 million games. Like, people in chat right now, I'm going to list off a bunch of games. Say yes if you have played or have interest in one of them. Path of Exile 2, Stalker 2, the new Dragon Quest game, the new Call of Duty. You know, it's like, you're bombarded with those fucking games. why, as a video game that has a long-term content goal, don't try to keep people in the whole time. You'll burn your own team out. Just try to roll with an ebb and flow. And I think what all they need to do is say, hey, yeah, well, here's the Dark Angels. Here's the Dark Angels pack. And then, did anyone get that? No, okay, they didn't. Here's the Dark Angels pack. Oh, fuck, I didn't check the outside area. God damn it. Dark Angels pack, and then in the beginning of the year, release the next patch and put a free weekend on it. Boom. There you go. You're going to get everyone trying the game out for the first time. Don't know. Hopefully soon. But okay, if John Matthews, are you playing Space Marine 2? So if you're playing Space Marine 2, let's assume you are, right? Oh, fuck, daddy. Let's assume you are. Now you can play Path of Exile 2 without worrying about splitting your time between these games, you know? And that's a really shitty situation. Like, let's say you're hyped up for both. When they come out too close to one another, you'll opt to play the one that you're having the most fun with in the moment, even if both games are good. Like God of War, the Ragnarok came out around the launch of another game, and I played the other game for the channel, but I was also just having a lot of fun playing that game, and I still haven't played Ragnarok beyond the first area because it just got overshadowed. And that's like a big thing, man. Like, you've got these really cool games, they end up getting overshadowed by other games' launches, and they respectively are good games. And even if you buy both, and which, again, game companies don't care. If you buy both, they don't care how much of the game you play, right? You don't get a chance to play it because you've already, like, kind of given the path to the other game. 9 years, that Auspec's going to go off. Something came out next to Ragnarok within a month. You might not have, Vlad, but I definitely do. Yeah, I don't think it was Jedi Survivor. Come on, don't do that shit. I have to get into this hallway. Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's another thing, man. Like, you get a game around, like, when you're moving or something, that fucks with everything. Or World of Warcraft. I got World of Warcraft right before this came out. War Within, and I love War Within. I think War Within's a really solid DLC. I haven't been able to go back to it. Month difference is not that significant. Do you really have time to beat a game like Ragnarok right now in your life? Within 1 month. No, I don't use mods, Unera. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube, please do make the switch to Twitch. I need to get 7 more points to get into the new commission structure, which is at 100 points. I only get points, though, from tier subs. So a tier 1 sub, a tier 2 sub, or a tier 3 sub. Gifted and prime subs do not give me points, but they give me money because this is my full-time job, so I appreciate that either way.
We have arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
Yeah, barely had, and that's like a 10-hour campaign, man, you know? Smog always gives me shit. He's like, why don't you like beat the games that you play. It's like, dude, I do not have the time. Like, I try to beat games, but more often than not, I can't put tons of times into video games because my career is this, and I don't play on my off time games that I cover more often than not. I've learned that I can't do that. It just makes it so I don't have fun with the game anymore. But here's an example. Smog works in a day. Smog gets home and he plays video games until like 1 or 2 in the morning, then goes to bed and plays games and goes to work. I wake up, I have to take Roman out for an hour to hour and a half because he's a crackhead. And then I have work. So we're roughly on the same trajectory. Like what I do for Roman is basically what he would probably deal with in a commute. And I'm not shitting on Smog here. I'm just using this as an example of like what I deal with in a day. I work until 4 or 5, and then I go train for an hour and a half to 3 hours, depending on like, because I will coach people and help people, or it's just purely me doing it, or maybe I'm doing a lot of mobility, whatever it is. Then I come home and cook, because I cook for everything. Like, that's another big thing. I'm fucking on all these workout plans and nutrition plans and shit like that, so I'm always fucking cooking. God, no one tells you when you're an adult, bro, how much laundry that you're always doing, how many shaker cups you're always washing, and how many fucking dishes you're always doing. Oh, God. So by the time I actually sit down to play a video game in a given day, for my own pure enjoyment, I have 1 to 3 hours, depending upon, you know? And that's really, if you think of a 40-hour game, bro, that's a lot of fucking days. And by the time the next game comes out that I'm interested in for the channel, or that I'm interested in personally, because that's two separate lines of trajectory, sometimes they overlap, then I have to jump on that game. I have to learn that game. I have to study that game, so I just can't jump into it. Dude, there's a lot of cum, bro. A lot of cum. A lot of cum rags everywhere, man. Yeah, you know, I meal prep my dinner, because that way when I get back from the gym, I'm done. But I've meal prepped for so many years in my life. And I cook. I work from home, so it's easy for me to cook. So I just don't meal prep my lunch, because it doesn't take that long anyway. And I don't meal prep my breakfast because it's a fucking shake.
The bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
I didn't mean to take that, but I did it anyway.
Enemies have split from the main force.
So to yet, I just stopped playing it 3 weeks after the launch and haven't followed the recent patches. If you stop playing 3 weeks after launch, there's been content since then, yes. They've added a whole new difficulty, a whole new map, new cosmetics linked to that difficulty and beating it. Why would you do that? No, brothers, we do this one. No. You know, Jay, you're actually not. You're not 100% wrong. My tank tops are all. I have a whole drawer of them. They are a little dirty, but it's raining right now. It's kind of cold, so I'll probably swap out of the tank top in a little bit, knowing me. You know, though, I'll just say. Maybe I say it. Probably say. I was gonna say I'd say this for next week, but I'll say out of all the stuff that I do all the time, like between these videos and these games and these live streams and everything like that, I think I have the most fun with my job streaming. I very much enjoy making videos, and I love when I get a very when a new video game comes out and I can just sink my teeth into like that creative juice of like, okay, we need a guide for this, a guide for this, a guide for this, a guide for this, a guide for this. It's just a fucking flow state. But I have a lot of fun streaming, and I have a lot of fun with like the community that I've helped grow over these years, that you guys have helped like take part in, right? Like you guys have helped grow it. Like you guys have said, hey, check this guy out, whatever it is. So I'm very thankful for the cool community I have as a result of you bros. So thanks for coming here. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for having fun. Thanks for coming on this long, weird fucking ride that gets unhinged. I still love when people come in here and go, whoa, these streams are nothing like your videos. Oh, baby, I come on long rides all the time. I can't... What was your name again, black guy? Wasn't it Mohammed? Okay. Do you want to make out, dude? Dude, listen, I don't have a substantial cock. I have a small to mediocre penis. Saeed, that was it. But I have impeccable makeout game. I razzle dazzle you with the makeout game and disappoint you with the cock. That is a go-to of mine. That has been a staple of my love life for years. Get out of here, man. I mean, kids in high school were going out and doing the drugs. I was staying at home watching fucking HBO Real Sex, learning how to have sex as a 30+ year married couple. The trick is to do small circles around the navel of the belly button. Tantalize her. Do not entreat her with sex, but excite her with the option of sex. And I'm like, oh, yes. As a 14-year-old, I need to know this. Learning about cunnilingus.
Yes, Captain. You heard him.
I have a lot of friends that are women, and they'll tell me like their hookup stories or their dating stories, and just to hear stuff like, yeah, you know, like he doesn't really go down on me. I'm like, oh, what? But like, why? Because listen, I'm just gonna say this, guys. I'm not a sexual virtuoso, but I know if you don't go down on someone, you have poor hip game. You don't fuck well. That is a medical fact. No dude in the history of sex that is good at sex has like an exclusivity clause of like things within the common purview that he wouldn't do, right? Like, yes, I will have absolute lovely missionary with you, but I refuse to kiss. Like, what? You're making me on. I don't feel good. I don't know about restricted to classes boons. I kind of like it how it is, because it's like a campaign badge, and I think that's pretty cool. I've been staying home watching Tom and Jerry, the OG version. You know, Jalen, you can like type into Google now. Nope, to YouTube, and just watch like a series of YouTube videos. Like, hey, here's like a 7-hour block of the Saturday cartoons on Nickelodeon with commercials included. Dude, Chris, kissing's for the boys, bro. Oh my gosh, we got it. Sometimes you just gotta kiss a bro. We've all kissed a bro. You can act like you haven't. We all know we have. Just like, dude, just like, don't say anything right now, man. Just like, here, just take this shot. Take a shot, and then kiss me. Do with the lips out. Dude, that's one of my favorite things. If someone, dude, we lost like 30-40 viewers, and I fucking love that. If someone is like generally like, no sir, not gonna catch me being gay, I'm like, you think Achilles was a really cool badass, right? Alpha male right there. He's good. He was a good killer. He fucked his soldiers because he was saying Achilles' notion in the Iliad was, you will fight harder for the man to your right and to your left if you love them. My fuck, dude. The Myrmidons got it on. Yeah, you saw Brad Pitt's ass in that movie. Him and Patroclus were fucking for sure. That's just team building, baby. That's just team building. Imagine a corporate icebreaker. Like, okay, here's how you spit on an anus. I don't like those. I don't like the stipulation on that. That's better. Okay. enchanted my armor. What is this? Another loincloth? Yeah. The last two are not cool. They're just not cool. Excuse me. And outnumbered the depth? What did you mean, Bakara? The dataset repository lists a mission called Void Song. Are you trying to say there's going to be Eldar in this bitch? Oh, phalanx death. I love that. Listen, guys. Yeah, you caught me out. I mean, you said depth. I was like, we couldn't talk about, man. Oh, they got deeper than the Spartans, all right. You know, I'm doing Black Templars. For those of you that play Games Workshop games and Warhammer, you saw the reveals yesterday. I shouldn't play Eldar, right? I don't want to play Eldar. Tell me I don't want to play Eldar. Because there's something about them that makes me think in my brain that painting them is going to be way easy. Because I can basically like, oh, dude, those new Death Korps of Krieg models are fucking sick. It took them 20 years to make them, but they're fucking sick. 30 years to make them. Fuck. Porn snake? Got a porn snake here? I don't want to play Death Korps, actually. I love them, but I don't want to play them. Like... Oh, Fulgrim. What? What? Is he back? Did I miss it? But what? Bakara, DJ, you guys can stay on. What mission do you guys want? Do you want to do a specifically? Oof. Should we do one more? You know, Bakara, before I started going with Black Templars, I wanted to go with Space Wolves. Just to kind of reboot the original army I collected when I started 40K. And there's a part of me that's like, fuck, we should have gone with Space Wolves. Now that there's such rumblings of them being one of the next factions to get touched. So I'm like, fuck. So we got to go 7,500. Yeah, if Lehman Russ doesn't come back, man, I'll be so upset. But, well, and you saw that thing that they posted, right? With Bjorn the Iron Hand. But there's just some part of me that's like, I've always wanted to collect Dark Eldar because Incubi are one of my favorite fucking models. But man, maybe we get a little horny. Maybe I do the Eldari instead. I think Bjorn needs a new model. I think it'd be really cool. They're one of my favorite. The Space Wolves are one of my favorite chapters to read too. I think for me it goes Blood Angels. Blood Angels took over the Space Wolves for me. Because I grew up reading William King and the Space Wolf books and all that stuff. And the name Lehman Russ is really fucking cool. Sanguinius is cool too. I think I like Sanguinius as a character more. Lehman Russ has become... The Horus Heresy novels didn't do him really cool justice, I don't think, personally. I liked I liked the persona of Lehman Russ prior to the Horus Heresy novels, which then kind of painted him more as like not the Emperor's watchdog, but the whole Emperor's executioner thing and stuff like that. I feel like it stunted the character's growth. I don't think the character of Lehman Russ was able to grow out of that shadow. You read Wolfsbane and you actually get a really cool Russ, not Roos. Wolfsbane's a really cool Horus Heresy book where you finally get to get a little bit more from him, but he was cooler, in my opinion, in the codexes and the third party accounts of him than he was or is in the Horus Heresy, where we have there's not a lot of books on him either. I think that's a bigger problem. I've never read Prospero Burns, which I've heard is very good. Wolfsbane is the only book I've read where Russ is center point. I read too much about him secondhand account, and I think that's just a tragedy of Lehman Russ. I think he had the possibility of being a good character, and they never did anything with him. Truly, they just kind of yeah, he doesn't feel like not a Mary Sue. He doesn't feel necessarily like a Deus Ex Machina. He just kind of feels like there's a specific term where it's like I guess scapegoat is probably the right term, but we're gonna point things in that direction and throw there, you know. I thought Thousand Suns was the one from the T-Suns perspective, and Prospero Burns was from the Space Wolf. Either way, the one that's from the Space Wolf perspective is one I've not read. Dude, the con was I was always like, yeah, okay, cool, the con, whatever. But then you read White Scars. That's man, I call White Scars. What's the first book? The first con book by Chris Wright. And then there's a second follow con. Either way, though, you read Khan's actual Primarch book is very good. It's really cool, where he sits there and he's talking to like the Mars technicians, and he's like, no. They're like, no, we've spec'd it out. It'll go quick. He goes, no, make it faster. Like, well, then you'll lose armor. He goes, we don't need armor if we're faster. And I'm like, fuck yeah, this is cool. Like, they were saying, like, of all the Primarchs, you're the only one who has spent this much time with us. And like, he's like, I'm not going to go out to crusade till I talk to the Emperor. Like, I like that the Khan is a badass and he's like forthright, and he's not I don't want to say pussy, but like he doesn't go, yes, whatever Papa wants. He's very much like, no. If the Emperor wants me to do this, he can tell me to my face. Oh yeah, right, Bakara. I hear you do strange things to your ships. I hear you do strange things to your warriors, for sure. Sanguinius and Conrad Kurz were the only brothers Russ said he would hesitate to 1v1. Yeah, dude, and see, like, there's those really cool little bits of dichotomy like that, right, Spartan? Where Russ says this and it makes the other ones crazier and scarier or cooler or whatever. And the relationship between Sanguinius and Kurz in... Oh man, it's not Unremembered Empire. It's the book after Unremembered Empire, where they decide to go to Terra, and then they go down to Davin, and they both talk about their gift of foresight, where Sanguinius is like, here's the difference between you and me, Kurz. We both can see the future. You rebel against it. I've accepted it. I willfully walk to my end, whereas you try to do things to prevent it. And he's like, you and I, we're on a different playing field type of thing. And it breaks Kurz. Kurz is like, oh. I just think that Khan is a really good... It took a long time for him to come online in the Horus Heresy. And when he finally came online in a big way. Like, the book where it's like, Lehman Russ is like, please help us. He's like, I don't know if you're good or bad. Sorry, toodles, bye. And then he goes and talks to the Shade of Magnus. And then he goes and fights Death Guard boy, a Mortarian. That's a fucking great book. And it's cool when he talks to the Shade of Magnus, because the Shade of Magnus is not... It's not like... You have to... It's not a binary conversation. It's not a, this is evil, that is good. because so much of the space opera that is the Horus Heresy is very clear cut, right? But when he talks to the shade, he's like, we try to do the right thing. I try to do the right thing. It ended up being the wrong thing. And I don't know if we're doing the right thing, but it kind of feels like the wrong thing. And you're like, oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of introspection from a ghost. Logical decisions at the time. Yeah, I think said something like that. Yeah, I think you're right. I can't remember. I just think that Russ was shafted in the Horus Heresy. He was never given a chance to really be a good character, and I think it's just really unfortunate. Because I think there's so much myth and mysticism behind the persona of Russ leading into the Horus Heresy that they had a chance to make him, like someone said in chat earlier, I don't remember who it was, to make him like Conan the Barbarian, or to make him like fuck, who's the guy who started? It's a really famous Viking. I can't remember his name. He started the land of the Rus. He invaded through the north and goes into Novgorod. Not Ragnar. He basically is the beginning of the Kievan Rus. He's a really prestigious Viking. I can't remember his name. They had a chance to Rurik. Thank you. Yes, Rurik kid. They had a chance to make him this character that was like a noble savage. They had a chance to make him like a quiet badass, whatever they wanted to do, but they didn't really do anything with him. He just feels like such a reactive character to everyone else's decisions. And that might be the ultimate, gotcha of his character, that it's supposed to be like that. Like, he's called the watchdog of the Emperor, and he literally is the dog. Like, he reacts and does what is said to be told to him, versus the wild independence that Space Wolves have in the 41st and 2nd millenniums, You're talking about Logan Grimnar, who has sweeping acts of personal self-sufficiency and independence that, like, I didn't see a single bit of in any of the Horus Heresy novels from Leman Russ, which is wild. Well, a lot of them are based off historical characters. What is our first lethal, bros? Well, I've gone on such a diatribe, bros. I went from like quiet, like kind of quiet, like, hey guys, thanks for jumping into this sleepy stream here today. We're gonna have ourselves a little bit of fun. I'm gonna get started here on just a nice substantial Inferno. We'll see how that kind of goes. Inferno or Ballistic? Okay, let's do Ballistic. We just did Inferno. The unfortunate thing is, I have a shit weapon, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time in my... No, I'm saying they're two different characters, Vlad. I'm saying, if you went with Rurik, you have a different style of character than you have with a Conan. And they didn't use either one. They just went with a character that is just kind of like, there. I don't think Leman Russ adds much to the Horus Heresy narrative. And Lion L. Johnson, as far as the arc of the Horus Heresy, is super removed from it. They gave him a better storyline. The Night Lords are another good example, and they gave him a good storyline. They made the Thelesami Crusade, whatever the fuck. Basically where the Night Lords and the Archangels are attacking the whole time, and it pulls them away from the Crusade. They don't take place in the Siege on Terra. They don't have anything aside from the Istvan. I mean, Night Lords are at the Istvan. Dark Angels aren't. Dark Angels are very not... Prior to Horus Heresy, they're just not a part of the arc of Horus Heresy, for the most part. But they gave them both really good arcs in the novels. Space Wolves show up late to the Siege on Terra, and they don't really get... They've been given nothing to feel like they've gotten a redeemed arc by comparison to their other two bros who did. Yeah, very underused character.
Bombardment from orbit risks collateral damage, so we need a more targeted approach. Commandeer a Nova Cannon implosive warhead from the Navy supply.
Dark Angels gave Iron Warrior siege weapons for Terra. I mean, Perturabo is another good one, right? They had a chance to make Perturabo actually be a fucking character. But Perturabo is the most boring Primarch of all of them. There is absolutely nothing interesting about him. There was like a little bit of something in the Istvan book, but it was like, I don't know, like, okay, cool. Mortarion became more of a tragic character. Like, you saw that his... Yeah, at least Pharos Manus had, like... He was, like, hot-headed and, like, over the top and stuff like that, and braggadocious. So at least he had a character. It was killed quickly, right? So you never got to see a developer have an arc. But... Bitch, shut up. Fucking Google over there trying to... pop my shit. With... Mortarion, you see this like real dramatic arc of a character who just wants what's best for his legion, loves his legion, and he lets the fucking plagues take hold because he thinks it's the only way to save everyone. Like, shit, a Carnifex right now, and we got a call in. So you see a good arc there. Same thing with Fulgrim, same thing with Magnus, same thing with Kurz, same thing with Horus. Everyone gets a good arc who is a traitor, not Perturabo. I wonder if they were like, okay, so who wants to write the Perturabo books? And everyone's like, not me.
A steadfast support.
Rar, what's up, man? You watched machines live longer with Marnie as Caligar. Dude, he's just in there with his fucking fist, just... Is Legion of the Damned? Yeah, it's in lore. The Firehawk chapter, that's what they're supposed to be. Is it Firehawks? Or Flaming Phoenixes or something like that. Someone can help me out with that. Legion of the Damned is an OG chapter that was originally a White Dwarf experiment. It just ended up kind of becoming one that just stuck around, you know? Oh, God, dude. And then it just kind of gets its own lore. There are a lot of chapters like that. Yeah, that's what Saeed was saying. I think they were in a Halloween special. But Fulgrim's character in Fulgrim it is like a narcissistic little bitch, but at least like you can see an arc and like a sorrow to his character. Rar, too early to say. Yeah, 100%, man. Ultramarines is a great shot, Jay. It's a fun little like 90-minute romp. It has good voice acting talent. It's got like 2 big names in it. I can't remember who. I love the notion that Fulgrim's clone comes and seeks to be redeemed. I love that idea. Because I think a fall and a redemption would be really cool. Like a fall of a loyalist and a redemption of a traitor. And I think the only way you do it is with a clone. Fist of Rust, welcome aboard, man. That's right, guys. Please do make the switch to Twitch if you can. We are... What does our point system say at the bottom? I think we're at 93. We're at 93 out of 100. I need 7 more points. I get points from tier 1, 2, and 3 subs. 1, 2, and 6 points respectively. I don't get points from prime subs or from gifted subs, but those just go right towards my fucking wallet. If I get 100 points this month, I get into a new commission bracket. So help me, please. 6 points? Oh my, we are 1 tier 3 sub away, bro. That's so awesome. I'm so excited. Game seems to be a little more stable recently, or is that just me? Like, FPS seems to be stronger right now. Rara and Sandy gave out a community sub, which does not go towards the points, but instead goes towards me. So thank you, Rara. I appreciate that, bro. I mean, both go towards me, but still. For those that don't know, if I get 100 points, then I get 10% more per style of sub. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Activate the quartermaster's console and wake the machine spirit.
Apparently, we won't need to worry about those soon, Vlog.
Warhead onto the train.
Eli gave out 3 community subs. Thank you, Eli. I am not helping. Oh, tries to place the banner down with someone when finishing the Carnif execution. It also healed me. Huh. That sounds like a glorious bug, if you ask me, dude. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I knew that was happening. I'm like, I'm getting fucked up here. My auto bolt gun's just not going to do damage here.
I shall not speak of this.
Fuck, double Ravener? Dude. Oh no! I got a fucking call in too. It's green. It's mastercrafted. Yeah, and Rage Warriors with Devourers is just really not anyone's cup of tits. Imagine a whole cup filled with pit. It is me and me alone, brothers. I shall die valiantly. Where? Oh my god, 2 Devourers. Point blank me. I'm dead. Oh, why wouldn't you enrage? That'd make total sense. Last time I played PvP in this game, couldn't tell you, man. Hope you guys are enjoying the nice chill stream here today. Oh, another Medicae, huh?
I will not yield to these.
Battle Brothers, the Gene Seed. I don't know why I picked that up. I should have given it to Bakara. Reinforcements are on the way, dear. I got that reference.
Administering self-aid.
Okay, I'm just gonna go all the way.
All specs ready to scan.
Yeah, I saw Raw Insanity's Mrs. Doubtfire reference. I've seen that movie a million times. Gene Seed gives you additional experience. Oh! Damn, I fucked that up, man. Oh my god, dude. Bakara, I'm sorry, dude. I'm over here getting fucking swarmed. Oh, shit you. Oh, shit.
We are sending the payload to the train terminal now. Good.
If you did not know, Lieutenant, as we pronounce it, the reason it's called Lieutenant is because of the way Old English words used to look. Yeah, we should have probably done that. Realistically, we should have done Ruthless. Let's be fine. We're fine. What's the future simple? And for if you want to hear something real crazy, so there's something called rhotic and non-rhotic speech. The way that I speak is the way that more than likely 1776 colonial and British people spoke. The Cockney accent is a bastardization of... Yeah, I heard you that time, you little shit. Is a bastardization of the posh British accent, which sailors would try to adopt. Oh no. Would try to adopt, but couldn't really do it because of like the time at sea and stuff like that. They didn't have time to like really like hone it, as it were. Come on, get it. Thank you. So, fucking of course. Why wouldn't there? Why wouldn't there be this guy? Two of them, two no less. Hold on. So, when colonials broke off and made America, they kept their accents as is. But people coming over, particularly seamen, would have that Cockney accent and stuff like that. That's how you get the New York and Boston accent, which becomes rhotic speech. But non-rhotic speech continues to move west as the Western expansion happens. And the British dialect and the British accent and everything becomes more and more of a thing because of the growing propensity for posh accent and Cockney. Can't get over here. No. Oh god. Oh, fuck it. Swapped, too. That's gonna kill me. No, that's gonna kill me. Oh my god, I just missed it. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Dude. Yeah, got me. We were close. We were close. Bros, I have unfortunate news. It has caught up. It has caught up to me. The fury of caffeine has made its way to my colon. And in my colon breeds a poop. That must come out. So you mean West Coasta? Shall we settle this like gentlemen in the Dunkin' Donuts bathroom? So I'm just saying the West Coast accent is basically the way is the way George Washington spoke, is what I'm trying to fucking say. We're the real fucking deal. Defense, you must be new to this stream, bro. We do what's called a stream poop once a stream, baby. It just fucking happens. In fact, be right back, motherfuckers. Bakara or DJ, let's get some new people in just for one round. We'll just I want to try and keep people swapping around this time around. There we go. Cookout or Taco Bell? Are we talking about barbecue? Barbecue is what you do at the cookout. All right, Jay Russ and Captain Ringgold are up in this bitch. Oh, it's a restaurant called Cookout? That's fucking great. Megan the Mamba's here to stay. Guys, you like Just Dance? You like hot women who stream Just Dance? Then you're gonna love Megan the Mamba. Who stream Just Dance? And you're gonna love Megan the Mamba. Who stream Just Dance? There you go, Jay. I'm gonna mute you, brother. Don't you worry about that. Hello, Megan. No, I will never revisit Darktide. They have to add new classes for me to revisit it. Okay, wait, what are we talking? Why are we talking? I heard, I saw in chat Taco Bell. I saw Cookout. I saw Popeyes. Stop it. I miss when the poop breaks had music. I can put music back on. I'm good at blowing. Popeyes is good. KFC used to be. Chick-fil-A though. Wet dreams. Bakara, you like... Okay, so we can have conversations about this right now. Let's put it up. Let's put it up on the Jumbotron. Put it up on the Jumbotron right now. Who has... Let's rank it. We're gonna rank it. We're not saying any one of them is bad, but we're saying one is better than the rest. I want to see the ranking of your chicken sandwich between Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, and KFC. And if you've not had like KFC did like a new little chicken sandwich, it's pretty good. It's got a cum's worth of mayonnaise on it. I mean, we're talking chains here. Like, let's not stack it up and go, oh, they're all bad. This fucking mom and pop place is better. Yeah, because it's like fucking soul food. I'm talking about chain level food right now. Dude, Captain Ring, that's thick as fuck, dude. I love that. Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, then KFC. KFC outside America, Popeyes in America. Okay. In general, if I want fried chicken, I'm going to go to Popeyes. I grew up. Was your first job ever? Dude, if I walked into KFC and you were the worker, I'd be like, I'll strip for your chicken. I'll have your 2 pieces. I'll take your pieces. 2 breasts, please. How wet are your thighs? I'll take your extra crispy thighs. Put original recipe in me. Well, yeah. I mean, if we start to look at KFC outside of the United States, KFC is, as many things in London that piss me off, or in England, KFC in England is way better. I'll give you them herbs and spices. Baby, please. People are watching. A good point. Wendy's Asiago. J. Rago, what the fuck, man? We're talking about fried fucking chicken, and you're like, well, I'll take a Wendy's Asiago if you don't mind, sir. What mission do you guys want on Lethal? What do you need to get done? My wife and I will straight up sneak out of the house down, tied together towels as fucking adults to get Chinese KFC. I definitely agree. You need mayonnaise on a chicken sandwich. But the new KFC one, depending on what happens with what the kind of day the situation's like, there's like you kind of squish it and it goes out the side, and you get a cream pie of mayonnaise. I like a good slathering of it, not a good. Whichever. KJ Russ says whichever. Well, yeah, fast food, but of those 3 fast food places, I like it. Megan, this might not be the best time for our relationship for you to hear this, but there was a point in my life where I ate nothing but a mayonnaise sandwiches, which is a sandwich that has mayonnaise in it and nothing else. Because I was a fat little boy. Anything besides the first 2. Okay. The McDonald's chicken burger has a cream pie surprise of mayonnaise sometimes too. Dude, J-Russ, that's sick. Whipped cream right out of the tub? You mean Cool Whip, which is not the same. And I also did the same thing. I would eat it with a spoon. I was a fucking fat hobbit, bros. That's the choice, 100%. You toast the bread? Dude, I was like 6. I had no concept of toasting bread. 6-year-olds have the palate of like a fucking drunk monkey. Like, my brother will ask his children like what they want for dinner. Cheese bread, which is just a pretzel bun with cheese, which is good in its own right? That's the best French fries. I personally love Bojangles. I've never had Bojangles. You see, I have to throw when we come to comparisons like this, I have to throw like international brands into it, or at least like that with a little mustard. Megan, stop turning me on. Like, we'll compare like Burger King's, McDonald's. I can't throw Jack in the Box, that's not on the East Coast, and Hardee's / Carl's Jr. fries, or like Wendy's fries. We could do a comparison between those 4, but I don't know what a Bojangles Cajun fry tastes like. Butter mounds, I would do butter and bread all the time growing up. When my mom would buy like a thing of focaccia bread, and I would just rip off and dip it into butter. Or we'd buy challah bread, and I would hollow the inside out. I'd burrow in, pull out the center of the challah bread, and put it in butter, and put it in the butter over here into my mouth. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Butterbrod? Serum? How do I pronounce serum in Russian? If I'm comparing Five Guys to In-N-Out to the Habit. Habit's the top, In-N-Out's in the center, Five Guys is the absolute bottom. BL sounds hard to pronounce. Habit's a West Coast thing, that's why. Like a Southern California West Coast thing, specifically. Five Guys is just the cost to ratio is not worth it. It's so expensive. You take out a small business loan to get a Five Guys burger, and it's just a good burger. That's it, right? Like, it's like a B burger, like B plus. The Habit is cheaper, has an overall better burger, and it's like an A- every time, at minimum. But In-N-Out is like a portion where it's like the burger's not as good as the Habit, but it's way cheaper than both, and it's really good. For those that are on the West Coast SoCal edition, you have the Hat, and the Hat is fucking miraculous. Megan, you ever been to the Hat? I keep locking into this target. Cookout is Five Guys, but cheaper. I just want to go to a cookout. I want to go to an actual cookout. Or a crab boil. I want to eat like a goddamn savage. Oh, their sweet potato. You know what else is really good there too? Is their fried green beans. Like, I fucks with those so hard. Last time I went, I ordered an order of sweet potato fries and an order of green beans.
Into the breach once more.
I love fucking sweet potato fries. I'll take sweet potato fries over normal fries any day. Any day. You ever been to a Ren Fair? Texas Popeyes green beans are outstanding. But I've always wanted to go to a Ren Fair. I've never been. I've been thinking about picking up like HEMA. I'm already certified in rapier and broadsword, but I wanna learn saber. Fear, ease, Beal, is Y. There's no preliminary. Start with I as in bit, and then move your tongue lower and backwards. Bit, bull, bit, ball, like a ball like that, ball. Oh, Craig. Was thinking of cost of avos in the US. How does it cost there? I buy like 2.5 kilos, which for those wondering is 2.5 times 2.2. For converted, what? You buy over 4 pounds of avocados for $5? I live in the state you get them from, and they're not that fucking cheap. Oh, cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm down here now. What the fuck? Oh, I was. Where is this thing? Oh, you live in South Africa? I didn't know that. I eat a lot of avocado because it's in my nutrition plan. I can put it in chili. I put it on. Right now I'm eating potato and ground beef. I put it on that. Potato, ground beef, and green beans is basically like a shepherd's pie without the everything. Now I fucking want food. 12:30 though. I don't know what we're eating. I don't know what are we eating today, guys? What are we eating today? I don't know what we're eating today. I kind of want to... Okay, if you've not ordered chicken noodle soup from a Chinese restaurant, let me tell you, it's fucking awesome. Delicious long pork? That sounds sexy. Yeah, but I mean, Kier, you probably don't put beans in chili, do you? Am I pregnant? KFC cream pie? Don't tell me about KFC cream pies, baby. I'm an individual, Craig. So my brother and I once got... during the Super Bowl, they do these really cool family deals at... Oh, fuck, Megan. Oh, fuck. The KFC family deal during like the Super Bowls and stuff like that is like... It's like, oh, like 20 pieces of chicken with 2 large sides, and they give you like a 2 liter of cola. And like a 2 liter soda that used to be like a bucket, and the bucket had like a straw hole. So my brother and I got that one night. We got an extra liter of cola, one for him, one for me, and you get an extra long straw with it. And we finished the entire bucket, all the sides, and the soda. And after we were like, and it also came with a bundt cake, and the bundt cake just wasn't good. We were like, fuck this bundt cake. Do you want to go up the street to El Pollo Loco and get Foster's Freeze? So whenever I say I used to be a fat kid, I don't think people really understand. I eat potatoes twice a day. 200 grams for lunch, 200 grams at night. Oh no. Oh, that fuck. Oh my god, he dodged it. No sweet potatoes. I don't need the higher glycemic index. I just needed the I needed the nutrient dense carbohydrate. Good, thank you, Kier. People are so elitist with their beans and chili. I'm like, beans and chili is fucking delightful. I mix up the... Oh my god. I mix up the chili or the potatoes I eat though. Also gets boring. I'll bean the shit out of my chili. What's a bray? What's that? What is that? Is that a South African thing? You know any other Whoop bros that are also Warhammer bros? I want to do a Whoop group of people. I actually don't, Chance. So I used to do white rice, but I kind of bloated up a little bit on white rice, and since I'm trying to do a calorie deficit, it's just a little bit easier to do. My body responds better to the nutrient density of a potato. I have to eat a lot of white rice to get the level of carbs that I'm getting from like 200 grams. So it's more my weight, my body fat and weight has dropped drastically. Like ever since I switched to potatoes, which was I think around like August or July, I think. I went from 223, I'm now down to 209. And I've lost 2% body fat. And I've gone up in skeletal muscle mass. Yeah. I just want to have a six-pack for the first fucking time in my life. And then once I have it, I'm done with it. Six-packs don't equal strong, and I want to be strong. Big strong boy. Big strong boy. Strong hands. Big strong hugs. Big strong kisses. How many grams do you target daily? I don't remember off the top of my head. I have a friend who does the macros for me. Because I can do my own nutrition plan. But I find if someone is keeping you honest by making the plan for you, it is more effective. So I send him my weekly weigh-ins. Oh, fuck, dude. You got fucked up, Captain. So... Nice, got it. This current conversation. Got to go back. Gotta go bake a cake. Haha, Mr. Bus, thank you, man, for watching. It's easier for me to stay on top of it because I send him my weigh-ins at the end of the week, and we look at the average weigh-in. I just weigh myself every day, and he goes, oh, "Okay, let's cater your carbs out here. Let's add more fat here. Let's do this here. How do you feel at the end of the day there?" It's just easier to stay on point because I've been doing this for so long that it's like you kind of get a little bored. Fuck your dick. My brother was kind of giving me a hard time about it. He was like, well, what about this and this and this when it comes to calories and this? I'm like, dude, I competed in a weight regulated sport for 10 years. Like, just listen to me. I'm right. Oh, I'm corpulent. I am like morbidly obese according to my BMI. Oh no, don't do it. That's not good. Oh, I pressed that button. Fuck. Really? I don't think so, Unero. I look at stuff like your resting heart rate and stuff like that to, like, I would say, like, your actual measurement of your cardiovascular health, other than just like your BMI. Call of Duty right now, random. I'm playing Diablo 4. I'm replaying Heroes of Might and Magic, or I'm sorry, just Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven. That's it right now. My resting heart rate is dubstep. I think I need to bring it down a difficulty until I get this leveled up one more time. Because I'm just not doing any damage. I'm just fucking I'm wasting space. Yeah. We need under 4,000, which would have been one Ruthless run, but dude, PoE 2 is gonna be so fucking good. I'm trying to find out what they're gonna give me, because I'm just gonna upgrade. I might upgrade to the $480 is a lot of fucking money. It's a lot of money for something that's effectively free, you know? I kind of want a breakfast burrito. Oh, my legs. King of the Fair was... Well, it's $30 just for the early access, but I'm doing a contract, so they're sending me early access. But I don't know which level they're sending me. 480 is the top tier one. Guys, we are 6 points away. 6 points away from 100 points in this month. If I get there, I get to get into a new commission bracket. So if you are feeling it, it's a tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 sub. Only those subs work towards those points. It's a 1, 2, or 6 points for a tier 1, 2, or 3 or 3 sub. You can convert your prime if you want or whatever, but so fucking close. Which mission are we doing? Which mission are we doing, bros? Oh, I switched it down to Ruthless. Unfortunately, Prime subs and gifted subs don't work. We've done that one twice now, Zarin. Let's go ahead and we'll do Fall of Atreus. I wish that they did. If they did, I'd be swimming in it right now. We're so close. We're so fucking close. Oh. And if you're watching on YouTube, make that switch to Twitch because it helps me out. No. Ocula, what's that? Oh, just some bros with some white greaves going to battle together. Trying to think what I want to do for lunch here. Yeah, Captain Man, you son of a bitch.
Our path to Aurora is marred by the thousand suns. Silver.
Do I do a sandwich or do a breakfast burrito?
Ordnance or Tiberium that can destroy it. Our best available tactic requires an ancient battle barge and the
Oh, I still never played Factorio.
undergoing restoration.
If I might be so bold as to interject, Lord Titus, that battle barge dates back to the Great Crusade. It is a sacred relic, filled with ancient splendor, brimming with power undimmed.
Noted, Artisan Balthazar. I am authorizing Talassa to commandeer the battle barge for the duration of this conflict.
Talassa is such a boring squad name. There's so many cool fucking names in this setting that I choose Talassa.
Assistance implicating such an ancient machine spirit.
Assist the Adeptus Mechanicus in launch preparations and await our targeting guidance, Talassa. We should be on the ground shortly. Make sure that battle barge is ready.
What the hell's going on? Hell yeah. You know, I don't actually know where all the gene seed spawns are here. At least I think I don't.
Swapping magazine.
If anyone knows, if anyone wants to call him out, by all means. I think so, Bakara. I think you're right. And there's one over here, possible spawn thing. I think it spawns over. I thought it spawned like here, if it did spawn. What is an old school game you wish that they would either remake or was like a popular thing again? I better, dude. I better Raw Insanity. And did anyone play the video game Sacrifice? It's one of my favorite games of all time. Oh, Bando, you're gonna fucking love it, dude. It's hard, though. It's not easy. Definitely very challenging. So just be kind to yourself. Take the time. Learn it. It's gonna be difficult, but once you get like a good understanding of the mechanics, you'll love it. FIOPS was so good. That But I mean, there was a game that came out like 2 years ago, 3 years ago that was pretty much just like it. Like as far as like you using that. Oh shit. Medieval 2 Total War. Oh fuck, some idiot. So true, man. That's the best. It's the best Total War we've had in ages. Although I don't know, that's not fair. I really liked Rome, and I really liked Shogun 2. But Medieval 2 had a lot more mechanics than I remembered when I went back to do that retrospective review. And dude, it was so good. Yeah, of course, dude. I have tons of videos. I have like over 100 Space Marine 2 videos, so if you need help, they're out there. You can find a link down below here somewhere. Dude, I just suck. I suck using the Auspex scan. It's just the nature of this controller. I always fuck it up. Cause it's got such a delayed thing. What is FOTS? Oh, Fall of Samurai? I never played it. I heard it's apparently amazing. I rarely beat Total War games. Like, they're just kind of fun to enjoy for the... I think the problem with Total War is that the game gets bloaty and boring after, like, the midpoint of the game. I just don't really have much interest in them after that point. I'm always like, fuck, man. Poor Carpenter blames you. You blame your fucking cock, J-Rago. You come over here, popping off at the hip. You know what my tools do. I don't know why I picked that up. I don't really need it. Oh, Gene Seed. Grab it, Battle Brother. I don't know if I will. Right now, I don't have a link. Don't you Rogo me. Ring a ding 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 ding. The Total War games get so bloaty because there's nothing to really do beyond the first portions of the game. Okay, once you've established like your income, okay, just keep creating armies. It stops becoming engaging, I feel. I don't know how they can really change that. At least Medieval had a ton of other mechanics in it, like that would encourage you not to keep your guy in like cities and stuff like that. Like the morality system the game had, you can be virtuous or like a tyrant. I just think that Total Wars are too old of a game development style. And they need to completely, like a new engine is one thing, but they need to completely change the way they approach video games. And to tell a British company to do that, good fucking luck. British companies are the most, what are you? Are the most stubborn and annoyingly like dogmatic companies ever. Games Workshop's another good example. It took Games Workshop like forever to get into the digital age of content creators and supporting their fucking people that make content for them and draw people to their hobbies. Overlord was really good. Overlord was really, really fun. If you liked Overlord, Vlad, you would really like Sacrifice. It's very similar. What's TTS? Tabletop Strategies? You would think, Jay, that would help them. I mean, again, there are things that I know about the development of things of Creative Assembly that have not come to pass. That should have. A Texas Speech series, yeah. Texas Speech was so good. Imagine a company that makes free content for you and does nothing. It doesn't shit on the company, not necessarily. Like TTS did here and there, make jokes about like the poor writing and stuff, but it's nothing but an overwhelming positive press. And then pulling the plug on it, saying, "Hey, now." Like, he's not making, they're not making money in lieu of you. You know, like, people aren't buying Warhammer models because TTS exists. You know what I mean? In fact, they're probably buying Warhammer models because TTS existed. And it's just really, it's a stupid thing that GW does. And I'll never understand it. Oh, dude, those guys got fucked up.
Your miserable life ends in disgrace.
Join me for another episode of Peeing on Things, where I pee on things. Why would you say that? Honestly, like, it just is upsetting to me that you would do this to my stream of streams. Drip, drip, drip. No, definitely not a golden child. I'm in general, I'm not into anything that is like bodily fluid related like that. If it's poop or pee, it stays in you, not in me. That was an unintentional, really clever situation right there. Fucking liked it.
Our brethren barricaded this entrance to stall any attackers. Commune with the crane and engage it to remove the obstructions.
Yeah, it's not a thing in operations. Oh, squirt though, 100%. 100%. I will gladly enjoy a shot of squirt. See, what's funny is that sentence can be taken in a lot of different ways. And I've said what I've said. The dudes who go, dude, it's pee. I'm like, you've never given a girl an oral orgasm. That is evident to me. You need to stop. You need to grow up. Sex is this exchange of bodily fluids. Otherwise, it's fucking eye contact and missionary position. You need to stop it. The grapefruit soda? Right, exactly, man. Like, you can't say that about it. Like, Texas Speech helped out GW, didn't do the other way around. And so it's wild to me that you would be like, oh, we hate this engine of free content creation, you know? Samurai just started following me after hearing what I said about Squirt, and that'd be a wild experience for me too. Who has had the pleasure? Who has had the distinct pleasure of hooking up with a squirting situation? And were you stoked? Were you taken by surprise? Like, well, tell me, like, run me through your thought process. I want to know, as someone who's never, but who would gladly. I want to know what it was like for it. Guilty, and you felt guilty, or you're saying I'm guilty of that and I loved it. Okay, Kier said he has. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything. Here, you just said I have. Tell me. It sounds like there's like a bit of like, I don't know if I like this. You love this, Megan. These are my stream chats. People are like, oh, I got like a crazy stream chat. I'm like, not mine. Mine. These people are unwashed goblins. They're my unwashed goblins, though. I wasn't surprised. I knew it was happening. I enjoyed it, but it was more because it embarrassed her, and that. Well, that's a big thing too, right? Like, that's the unfortunate thing about Squirt, is because a lot of women have been made to feel vilified for it, so they're scared of it. Like, they're scared to do it. I had a girlfriend, an ex-girlfriend twice removed. That means she was 2 steps back. She was like, I don't like to come during sex, and I was like, why? And she's like, I just don't really like it. I don't really get into it. And I'm like,
You are nearing the vessel's site.
I was like, I need to tell you, I have like a complex with that. Like, I don't want to be like a pump and dump chump who's like, oh, okay, 3 vinegar strokes and I'm out. Like, all right, babe, you take care of yourself. I'll have a fucking cigarette. And I was like, do you squirt? And she's like, well, no. I'm like, okay, so you do. And I'm like, I'm cool with that. Like, if you do, like, I'm stoked on it, in fact. And she had some sort of weird guilt associated with it. And I didn't really understand, so I tricked her into coming. Which, that sounds really bad. That sounds really terrible. I don't know if it was a trust thing or what it was, but it was basically like we were having what they call sex. And, yeah. I'll have to explain it, because I said tricked, and now I gotta explain it, right? Like, I'm like, uh-oh, that sounds bad. We were having sex, she was on top of me, and I told her, I'm gonna come. To which point, I'm gonna come! To which point, she sped up, and she was like, yeah. She sped up and started going faster and harder, faster and harder, faster and harder. And then she came, and then I was like, okay, now I can. She's like, you fucking tricked me? I was like, I fucking tricked you. I'm playing with viewers, yes, Bob. Yeah, 100%. Feelings and emotions, 100%. I say that like nonchalantly, like I'm over here like having casual, like thoughtless sex. Watch out! It's a trick. I have a complex where I don't ever want to be that dude. I don't want to be someone that, because people talk about things, and it's not that I care about my image so much as I don't want to fall more into a stereotype that makes sex less pleasurable for women, because too many dudes have for what's it called? Oh god, man, that's not going well. For sexual education. Do you know how many dudes don't know what cervical juice is, or cervical fluid is? Juice. Jay, I would never trick you, baby. Zarin, Karen, this is new for you. This is new for you, isn't it? We get really wild over this place. This is not a normal stream. It feels like a nice, cool, laid-back gaming stream, and then we talk about some wild shit. Juicy. What's for Sparty's lunch? Yeah, could I get that, could I get that breakfast burrito with a little bit of cervical juice? Oh, no! Cervical juice will do it to you. Cervical juice always I mean, okay, fine. Guys, I can't believe you brought that up here. It's just uncouth. Honestly, though, I attribute a lot of sex problems in people's lives and relationships to pretty people syndrome. I was fat, ugly, and smelly in high school. So, you know that meme of like, while you were out partying, I was learning the sword? It's not that far off for me. While you were out partying, I was raiding Molten Core, baby. So, like I said earlier, I spent all my time watching HBO Real Sex, learning the sexual proclivities of a 20-plus married couple, 20-plus year married couple, because I was ugly. I was not like a hot dude who was just banging chicks at 15 or 16 or 17, you know, like, and I feel like pretty person syndrome, as I call it, builds false pretense on what sex is like. And I feel like too many people in life, sex or otherwise, don't grow from their first iterations in high school or college. So they never improve upon themselves. And sex is a skill you should learn to be better at, because sex is a conversation. It's not just like a, cool, I'm going to jackhammer this hole as hard as I can because I watch porn. That is all acting. The ultimate guide on how to cunniling in Space Marine 2. Hey guys, the too long didn't watch of this. How dare you, Megan? How dare you come over here? I think but I think for women though it's different. I think for Strange Mitten, dude, we're in a sexy talk right now. I think for men, it's like, let me jackhammer a hole. And for women, they're like, well, he came, so I think I did. I think that's what's supposed to happen because I'm like a 16, 17-year-old. I don't really know. I don't learn. It's really like women never learn because the men that they're with never learn. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy of negative feedback loop. Fangulus, one of my favorite comedians, J. Russ. Like, I had an ex-girlfriend that just was terrible at sex. Was terrible, and she didn't want to really do anything. Okay, I thought that was gonna. That's not a crack grenade. She was like, I was like, maybe we do this position. She's like, no, I like missionary. I'm like, okay, well maybe this position. She's like, but I can't see you. I'm like, that's the point of doggy. I cut off their retreat. There's no going backwards. Like, legs up, feet on chest or feet on shoulders. Nah, it's too deep. I'm like, well, that's flattering, but I'm not that big. Let's not go there. My fucking Ticonderoga sized baby carrot's not gonna do anything. Those are the worst, Vlad. So we did it for 3 years, and the amount of emotional battery and trauma that was induced into me is miraculous. But hey, you make mistakes to live, right? Some mistakes to live. Was at a friend's house. I was actually a how-to VHS video his mom and dad got for his dad. My first porn was talking about communication and all that demoing techniques. Absolutely, dude. If you're quiet during sex, I am very worried. I'm very worried. Like, who wants to hook up with someone that just doesn't say anything? Like I said, sex is a conversation. You're not just gonna sit there and like quietly have sex. Like, that's freaky. That's freaky. I'm gonna be fucking in your ear the whole goddamn time. And I'm done. Thanks. I guess I'll be leaving now. Do I leave the money on the counter? Dude, it happened. I keep fucking up this. I get the aspects where I want it, and then it takes forever to actually trigger, and then I move my fucking thing, so it screws up. Block to dodge. Dodge to block. Yes, this is my Shadowheart ex-girlfriend. A lot of my ex-girlfriends had looked like Shadowheart. Oh, I forgot. I'm hallucinating. Hallucinating. Not hallucinating. You're real. Oh, fuck. Oops. A little left there. So you think the Lions have a shot on Sunday? Just in. What's your favorite Sunday? Like. Girl, what's your deviled egg recipe? Do you like to put dill in your deviled eggs? You naughty bitch. Yeah. Oh man. Laughing during sex, that's a big thing too, man. Like, laugh and have fun. There's noises that happen that are goofy, like sex isn't this serious, breathless thing, you know, like it is in porn or movies. Like, it's like, come on, man, have fun. Farts and queefs, they happen, man. You shake the side of a ketchup bottle enough, sometimes a little bit of blood comes out. You know what? Like, I had a friend who was hooking up with a girl. Oh my god, this fucking asshole over there. And it jump-started her period, which is a very common thing. And he was naive and didn't really understand that was a thing and didn't get it. And he was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And He's like, I thought you said you were clean. I'm like, John, oh my God, dude. That girl was probably so embarrassed. And you yelled at her because you thought she was giving you an STD. Because, again, your sexual education is wanting. Like, you started her period, man. And that's when I told him, like, if you slap the side of a ketchup bottle long enough, something comes out. Absolutely, Megan, absolutely. And she was an older woman too. Like not like I was like a 50-year-old. Like he was in his 20s and she was in her late 30s or 40s. And like that's just shit. That's just shitty. Let it be known, guys, you can jumpstart a period if she's close. I say jumpstart a period, but that's a specific portion, right?
Adequate performance noted.
What is sex? I'm married.
I have opened the gates. The cogitations are clear. We cannot preserve this blessed vehicle with such a meager number of troops.
Talassa is not there to provide you with protection. They are there to prepare that battle barge for flight.
It couldn't possibly break free of Dominions.
No, this is on Ruthless right now. We were doing Lethal, but I'm leveling up the auto bolt gun, and it's only on Master Crafted, so we're doing a Ruthless to get this to the next level.
The requisite appreciation of a vessel. The engine should provide sufficient.
I was just basically using the pistol.
Fusion batteries are fully depleted. There's no charge to start the ship's reactor.
There must be replacement cells we can source.
There is a fusion battery unit we could use to awaken the reactor, but it too will require charging from our power plant. Those areas of the facility are compromised.
Our tactics are sound, and our resolve is undaunted.
I don't know what computer components to buy, or if I should wait until Friday or Monday. I was talking to Elrath about it. I might be buying my fans because they're $123 right now. I have to buy 2 sets of them. I'm gonna have 3 total sets of them. I might buy those. Actually, wait a minute. No, I only need 1 because the AIO comes with 3. The case comes with 3. And I just need 3 more. So I'm going to do 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 3 on like the back panel pointing like out this way, right? And the top and the bottom, the top and the back are going to be in just my 4090. You know, just that little thing. The top and the back panels are going to be intakes, and the bottom panel. Oh, the top will be a exhaust, and the back panel and the bottom panel will be intakes. Positive airflow. Don't cause yourself a hurricane. Like that, Barkara? You know, something light, something easy.
Considering this plan of theirs, I have my doubts.
Dude, it just takes forever sometimes. I'm just really, I am the shitlord with the fucking. I feel like I'm a wasted class with this. I'm not even using the aspects properly. I miss it more than I hit it, for sure. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I went to try to dodge it. Or parry it. I love it. He's like, fuck yeah, fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up. Oh, dude, that's wild, Jay. That did heal you up. Weird. I love it.
Ammunition cache here. Resupply. Now we can get back to our mission.
Yeah, that's crazy, right, Jay?
All space deep scan ready.
All right, which of these components do you guys think I should buy right now? Like, do you think, okay, that's a cheap enough part right now, you should buy it right here? Like, the Corsair is sending me the case, so I don't need the case. Oh no.
It does not take a Lucas to see this act of desperation.
The fans I think I'll do, because they're on sale for 123, which is the lowest they've been since they came out. I didn't see it. I knew you were there, you son of a bitch. Oh, god damn it. I hate that one.
Check your sorcery claws at my senses. A just death for a betrayal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Nero. That attack does need tweaking, but it's because the hit telegraph on it is wider than the actual attack, right? So it's like that disc jumps out, and if you dodge it, you have to dodge it even further than the actual attack, like way, way, way further. What's your favorite class in Space Marine 2? It is... Oh, no. Won't start. Probably Assault. But I also really like my Bulwark. I haven't played Bulwark in ages, though. Yeah, I would really wish I could see other players' armor, so I knew whether or not to, like, take... What's it called from them? Executes. I just don't know if there's going to be even more discount. Like the fans went on sale down from like 140 to 120 here, just like 2 days ago. And Amazon doesn't offer like any protection like that. So that's why I'm like, fuck, should I be waiting here? I'm basically almost be buying all this from Amazon at this point. I think so, Sutep.
Betray a scum got what they deserve. Fresh munitions.
Probably the first or second week of December, more than likely. Oh, that was close. Yeah, you can see whether or not the armor's on, like, up or not. That's it. That could be a sliver, and that could be completely off, one or the other. So you see the little shield blade below J. Russ's name? That means he has armor right now. And again, that could be a sliver of armor, or it could be a full bar. We don't know. It doesn't come and go. It doesn't, like, fade. It's either on or off. Well, yeah, we don't really know, like, what that is, right? We don't know, like, any effective range, because we don't know what ranges are in this game. That's right, yeah, if you're... Oh, my gosh. If you are on YouTube, do make that switch to Twitch. We're trying to get those last 6 points to put me into the new commission structure. So if you want to get a tier 1, 2, or 3 sub, that will almost put me over. Oh, no, no, no. I can't get him. Yet. This final wave is going to be real wild.
What is your status?
Fuck.
Hold for our signal. Transmitting targeting signal now. Your signal very ready, but I read.
Your data is clouded. Maintain close
Captain No Sleep, welcome aboard, bro.
Gathering supplies.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Thank you, dude. Gifted 2 tier 1 subs. Again, gifted subs and prime subs don't contribute to it, but they contribute to me, and that's all that matters, really, you know? Megan the Mamba just subscribed with tier 1. I'm gonna send you so many feet pics tonight for that. Thank you, Megan. You're all the best. You are the best. Can you tell I grew up listening to Boys to Men? And actually, I grew up on Def Comedy Jam. Bill Bellamy was fucking hilarious.
Mission accomplished.
I hope it is an instrument of the machine god's wrath. This would bring tears to my eyes if I still had them.
A heavy sacrifice of such a sacred machine. Let us hope her martyrdom is worth it.
Jennifer Lawrence. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's some comedians that on like Def Comedy Jam that were better. Like Martin Lawrence is still really fucking funny. But I don't feel like he really gets a chance to be funny in a lot of his movies. The way he was in that era. He takes that energy with him. But man, or dude, fucking Eddie Murphy's Raw is, yeah, yes I did, is like, and cocaine, true, is a touchstone of early black comedy. Not even early, right? Like he's not even early, right? Richard Pryor was ahead of him and everything. Dude, Leslie Nielsen is fucking hilarious. He is fucking hilarious in all of his interviews. Like where he uses like the sound thing to like mimic farting. And he goes, I must have had some bad salmon. Like, and then like he'll fart using a little sound thing in his pocket. And someone's like, was that you? Patrice O'Neal, man, holy shit. Patrice O'Neal is still doing shit, and he's still doing really well. He's still crushing it. Jamie Foxx's Out of the Foxhole. Jamie Foxx's Out of the Foxhole. Dave Chappelle's Killing 'Em Softly. John Leguizamo's Sexaholics. George Carlin's it was like 2002, 2003 that was that special. Those specials were like formative to my stand-up comedy and the way I like to approach it.
A generous bestowal.
Elrath cheered 100 bit. Thank you, brother. Sexaholic, baby. We're talking about John Leguizamo's Sexaholic stand-up special that he did in 2005, 4. A 100%. Like I said, we've talked with the Saeed. Big fan of the culture, man. Big fan of the culture. Yeah, I did stand up for probably 2-3 years after college. I've thought about getting back into it. Because so much of it now, you could just do one thing and record it. I have been told by many people I would be invited to the cookout. Standard material is more along the lines of John Leguizamo's story format. I'm not necessarily very good at thinking of bits. I just don't like to do it. I've got an improv degree, so telling stories fits with the flow of the way I like to do things. Bits is too structured for me, and I would get bored if I did bits over and over and over. Please attend the cook. Dude, so you send me the invite. I'm there, bro. I'm there. But I won like 2 or 3 last comic standings. What about older movies? Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Blazing Saddles. Mel Brooks. Nope. 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 Definitely not Mel Brooks.
Another loyal devotee.
No, yes, Mel Brooks. I got Mel Gibson. I said Mel Brooks. My brain was like, "You mean Mel Gibson?" I'm like, "No." Yeah, Mel Brooks's movies. Dude, I watched Blazing Saddles when I was, I think, 9. I fucking love Blazing Saddles. I love History of the World Part 1. I love Young Frankenstein. I watched a lot of Mel Brooks movies growing up. I know that my brain went crazy. Spaceballs is great. I still think like in that ilk though of what we were talking about earlier. Bill Bellamy's How to Be a Player is one of my favorite movies of all time. And Booty Call. Vivica A. Fox was like one of my childhood crushes, 100%. Men in Tights, yeah, absolutely. Buns, dude, like you don't got no glove, you don't get no love. And Bernie Mac in that is so fucking good. Judge, remember what I said because I said it. It's so fucking good. Of course it does, Megan. Of course it does. What are y'all doing out at this hour? Sheepskin condoms. Bernie Mac and Bill Bellamy's How to Be a Player is so fucking funny too. When he pulls up and he's yelling at the 2 guys in the car. And that was like an era where in comedy, making fun of light-skinned black people was so fucking common and just non-stop too. And it's like rough. And Bernie Mac's just ripping into these 2 guys. They're back and forth, back and forth. He's like, "Your mama's a man." And he goes back in. He's like, "Baby, we got 2 smokestacks out front." I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I just watched it again at home. I watched it at home with my dad. He loves that fucking movie. And the other character, like the guy who's always down on his luck, can't really get a girl. He's telling Bill Bellamy, he's like, "You know what? No, us light-skinned brothers, we're coming back." And Bill Bellamy goes, "Waldo, when were you all in?" He's like, "What are you talking about? 89, 88, 90? We were." I think that's so good. There's not a time that I go home. Like, my dad is a very gruff Italian man. He's not a man of many emotions. He loves Tyler Perry movies. And he fucking loves Drumline. Like, every time I go home, we're probably watching Drumline. It's always on a fucking channel. Doesn't talk a lot. Makes jokes every so now and then. But just fucking loves the Tyler Perry movies, dude. Did we get? No. Scorsese? Yeah. I mean, yeah, but yeah, of course he does. That's what I'm talking about, though, man. We probably have time for maybe one more. You know what? Let's try hard it. Let's fucking get sweaty and try hardy. Let's do a lethal. We'll do lethal 7? The 7th mission? We already have a Vanguard, right? Yeah, we have it. I'll swap back to tactical. Still get the heavy bolt rifles level up? I kind of want to do Stalker bolt rifle on tactical. I've yet to do it. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, 1 less power for all that. Yeah. Yeah, dude, Titan AE. Titan AE is fucking awesome. I didn't say I like him, Megan. My dad loves him, though. I love the movie Car Wash, though, and I've seen the movie Baby Boy probably 7 million times. Baby Boy is like fresh. Like Snoop Dogg was maybe 5-6 years away from having been like actively killing people. Like, it's so funny to see the juxtaposition of Snoop Dogg now to then. You're like, man, holy shit, he was scary. Holy shit, he was scary. And now you watch him now, you're like, that's Snoop Dogg, man. Titan AE is, I think, like, of the era of DreamWorks animation, it's one of my favorite ones next to Prince of Egypt. No tracks. I have not. I mean, Prince of Egypt's music is just so good. But I fucking love Titan AE. Ron Perlman plays his dad. It's Matt Damon. Atlantis, yeah, Atlantis was the other one.
Have already established their capillary towers. They mean to harvest this planet's biomass. They will take Kadaku, but we will make them pay for it. Those towers, they're bio-titan. Find a way to bring them both down.
Fern Gully. Was Fern Gully Disney or was it DreamWorks? Early DreamWorks animations. Oh my god, dude. WALL-E is like one of my favorite. It's my comfort movie. If I'm really rough in it, I just watch WALL-E. I curl up in a fucking cocoon and watch WALL-E. My roommate in college, his last name is Newman. So Randy Newman, you're like, you got a friend in me. And the Newman who made the 20th Century Fox, like, and also the Newman who did the soundtrack for WALL-E. All three of them are his grandfather, his uncle, and his dad. He was a musically gifted asshole. I hate it. I hate musically gifted people. Hellfire Kids. Fuck, dude.
The front gate is inaccessible, so you must enter from below. Fortress schematics show a waste reclamation center. Travel beneath the tenement and up into the fortress.
The Gargoyle's really good too. You mean animated Avatar? You mean Avatar 1? The real, like the prequel of Avatar? Fern Gully? It's pretty sexual, I like that. Hellfire Kids. I haven't heard that in so fucking long. Who remembers Crossfire? Oh my god. Dude. The board game, yeah. Crossfire. Take it to the limit. Where the kids show up in leather jackets and fingerless gloves. Looking like Kiefer Sutherland and Lost Boys. It's like Duran. Oh god, dude. Yeah, they gotta get that unobtainium. I think we're at what? How many points are we at right now, Kier? We need 5 points now. Bros, 5 points. That's 5 tier 1 subs. That's 1 tier 3 sub. 2 and 1 tier 2 and 1 tier 1 sub. There's a documentary on Netflix for And 1 for anyone that like basketball. I strongly recommend it. It is very good. It's called The Rise and Fall of And 1.
I am executing the Emperor's will. Arm to arm with his fight. Slaughtering the enemies.
I'll check. 5 subs left. 5 tier 1 subaroos, Mountain Dews. I fuck. Oh. The professor was so good. I think he was my favorite.
Ordnance on me. Load grenades. Resources acquired.
We are at 95 out of 100 points, my bros. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, and I just used it. Fucking throws those change ups at you, dude. Dude, oh my god, this thing just pees on him. Stalker bolt rifle. I shit on it during my tier list. It's real deal, man. It's the real deal. I'm not even using my fucking Auspex, dude. Oh, come on. Especially after the buff, too, first tour.
Fresh munitions.
Right? Zarin, I hate it.
We made our Primarch proud this day.
It's just moldering. Seems going well, Zetsu. We were just saying that we're 5 points away from our 100 points for the month. Then we get ourselves a new commission bracket. I'm gonna have to make a community post because I really only have one more stream left in this month. That's tomorrow, or that's Tuesday. So I gotta try and get those 5 points. So I'm probably gonna do a community post and be like, hey, it just feels dirty. It feels like I'm like begging. And that's why I don't like it. I just feel like the shield is something that you should be able to shoot and burst down. Make it and force it to swap. Like, that'd be cool, you know? I'll go down on someone. What were we talking about? Fig Street? What? Damn it.
That is a confident foe. Not a boast. A challenge. Captain Akaran, we are closing in on the waste reclamation center now.
The hive ships are moving into range of the capillary towers. We are in Kadaku's final course.
Yeah, I've told people I'm basically a glorified cam girl, 100%. There was a person in my apartment complex. She was a stripper, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to do OnlyFans." I started doing some cam work, but the cam work, dude, like, she was like, it just messes me up. I'm like, why? She's like, I'm it's like 4 or 5 hours of just going at it with toys in my hands and whatnot. And you just end up getting raw. Like, you just can't walk right for a day or two after because you're just so fucking sensitive. I'm like, oh fuck, that sucks. She's like, yeah, I can make like $500-600, but I have to basically I can't even like dance the next day. Fuck, dude. Now she's quite successful on OnlyFans apparently. Last time I saw her, she doesn't live here anymore. She was like, yeah, I made it to like top 15%. I'm like, good for you. Fuck it. Yeah, she had the goth girl thing going on. Crush it. I've always told people, you know, it's like I don't like if someone's doing OnlyFans and they're making money on it, fuck it, who cares, you know? Like, everyone's got their own morality and their own ethics that they want to apply to relationships and stuff like that. But like, realistically, if they're on OnlyFans doing it, they're not dealing with like shitty agents who are trying to take advantage of them or stuff like that. And that's like a big part of like that industry in general, is a lot of people getting taken advantage of, shady contracts that they're signing, like not necessarily against their will, but they're definitely like under an influence of something. And they sign a contract and they're like, well, I don't know what I just signed a contract for. I'm getting paid $50 for nothing. But, you know, OnlyFans is 100% on their terms. And motherfuckers make shit tons of money. I felt that your story with 87,794 or 940 different Android versions and UIs was unwanted. How fucking dare you? You laughed. And don't even act like you didn't. You even told me, you were like, oh my gosh, though, I had such a good time laughing at this. Julian the manager, laughed so hard at you, Ryan, and your Instagram shenanigans between you and your mother. It's just getting to be rude at this point, Julian. You can't hide your true feelings for me. I'm sorry that Ivana doesn't like us anymore, and she doesn't want to play around and have fun with us. And she's got other friends. Thought that was very welcome. When are you going to be doing anything with any bands touring in LA coming up? Let me know and I'll come down. I'll wear like a tight black shirt and act like your security. No, nobody talks to Julian first. You're on the list. Okay, let me know. I'll meet up you and we can get like food. And even then I'll act to like your security. I'll even chew the food for you, or better yet, I'll cut the food and like stab it with a fork and give it to you. Excuse me, there's something wrong with you two? Nobody talks to Julian unless you're on the list. Oh my god. We'll go compare Android version. I mean, those are old. Those are real old. One of them's on Verizon Messenger. The list is just a napkin and it just has my name on it. What happens if I pull a notebook called the list and show you? Then you're on the list, Picaro. I do that to my nephew. My nephew's 10 years old now, but before when he was younger. What the fuck? Yeah. He would be like, try to like, you know, how kids do, and they try like, oh, I'm gonna be cute and ask you questions, or like try to be like, and why, and then, and this, and that. I'm like, you don't think I remember being a kid? It's not gonna work on me. I'm like, no, not on the list, sorry. You're not on the list, sorry. And then he started doing it against me. He'd be like, no, can't come in here, Uncle Ryan, you're not on the list. I'm like, he's fucking just got me, dude. He just got me. Yep, missed the fucking scan again. Nothing new there. I think the right way to do this, I should be scanning the floor. You did, dude. Or my brother and I think it was something I did in college. I had like friends who do in college where it'd be like, you know how there's like the doorknob game you'd play or stuff like that. Well, we used to web each other. So you'd walk into a room, and whoever was in the room, you'd go like webbed. So if you had 2 or 3 people in the room, you'd be like web. You'd try to like beat them to it. So if they heard you coming, you try to like, oh, they walk in the door, they try to sneak in to web someone, but you web them first, like that kind of shit. Maybe that was just an us thing. That feels like just an us thing as I say it out loud. And I did it to my nephew, and he used to do it. We used to do it all the time. Every time I'd come home for like Christmas or something, he'd be like, Uncle Ryan. I'm like, yeah, like, webbed, and run away. A giant Chucky doll. He would hide it fucking everywhere. I've opened the fridge. That is so scary, dude. Fuck that. That is the sexual term, Saeed. No, it was supposed to be like Spider-Man web, like. Not like webbed, Julian, in college, my roommate, Barbie, who I've talked about, he worked at the registrar's office. Middle of the night, he'd put it next to my bed and make sure I would wake up. Not by actually waking me up, but by just making sounds to wake me up. It scared the shit out of me. Dude, that would get me fucking good. That's the kind of shit my brothers and I used to do. That's the kind of shit you do to brothers. My roommate in college, though, worked at a registrar, and they did like a 40s themed like holiday party, and they had a cardboard cutout of Humphrey Bogart from Casablanca, with like the hat on, like tipped down, like with like a cigarette like that, in like a full suit and everything, with a hand in his pocket, you know, very, very Rat Pack style. And they're like, we're gonna throw this out. Eric or Sparby, do you want it? His name's Eric Sparby. And he's like, yes, absolutely. So what we did for like, dude, like a fucking year to a year and a half almost, we would hide it in the dorm room at random spots. So it's like you go into your room not thinking anything, and then you close your door, and there'd be just your brain doesn't go, oh, it's a cardboard cutout of Humphrey Bogart. Your brain goes, because it was 6 feet tall. It's a person. You like you just go to attack, like karate chop it. We have hit that thing so many times. Like, he put it in my room once, and he shut off all the lights, but he put it right against the window, so it was just a silhouette lit up. And I opened the door, and I just screamed immediately. I made that sound like a masculine, like quietish scream. No, it was a loud, high-pitched squeal. But Chucky never bothered me. The only movies that actually ever creeped me out were John Carpenter's The Thing and Event Horizon. Event Horizon, I just rewatched Event Horizon this year. God, it's still so good. But Chucky scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the little fucking... I don't like sadistic stuff like that. I don't know why. It really upsets me. Empathy, I don't know what it is. Call it whatever it is. But like, I still think to this day one of the worst horror movies of all time is The Hills Have Eyes. It's a family watching family members get raped and killed. That is That's like, that's a fucking nightmare, bro. Yeah, but that's like, I don't care about you, you know?
Imperative we learn from our victories and our defeats. I will fight on the battlefield.
Like, The Good Son. The Good Son was with Elijah Wood and Macaulay Culkin. The Good Son was hard for me to watch because Macaulay Culkin, like, killed a dog with, like, a bolt, like a fucking crossbow that shot bolts. And that stuff, like any kind of, like, generally sadistic stuff like that, really, like, I just can't watch it. I also can't watch people compulsively eat. Like the movie Super Soldier. The guy gets out of like cryo-freeze and he just sits there and eats a raw steak like so hungrily, and it like, upsets the shit out of me. Or there's the movie about Alfred Hitchcock where he used to compulsively eat. Compulsively eating means just eating to eat. You're not hungry. It's usually stress related. The Seven, I've never watched Seven. I've never seen the movie. So it's because I used to be fat and I just ate sometimes. I would just eat because the motion of putting food in my mouth was like a serotonin dump. I just liked to do it. So, and my mom was so worried about my health growing up. She was afraid I was going to get child diabetes, and she tried to like curtail it. She was like, maybe we don't eat this. And my poor mom just wanted me to be like happy, and she'd be like, maybe you don't get a supersize in this. And I'm like, Mom, I'm so hungry though. And I all the time, like randomly, like I'll be at my parents' house. I'm like, hey, sorry I was a fat fuck. And she's like, it's okay. Oh, wow, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I know about the guy who like compulsively eats with spaghetti and his stomach explodes or whatever, right? So seeing that stuff like triggers that feeling of just feeling guilty for putting my mom through that situation of making her worry about me as I'm just fucking smashing Pringles, and I had a 12-pack of Diet A&W and a 12-pack of Sunkist underneath my desk. You know what I was really... You know one thing I do miss from my fat days that I don't tap into now? Did you really launch on the bolt rifle, or is it just weak on the earlier tiers? Just weak on the earlier tiers, DO44. But still, it still gets pretty good pretty quick. IBC root beer. Oh, dude, this is a great scheme. I love the way that looks. I see. I only drank diet growing up, so I don't like regular soda. It's too sugary for me. I'm not saying diet soda is good for you by any stretch of the imagination. You know, though, a big situation I used to roll with was vodka and Coke Zero. My first girlfriend got me turned on to it, and it was a pretty solid combination. For some reason, it's like the aspartame in fucking Coke Zero just washes out the flavor of vodka. Diet is worse than health, for sure. I think so. I think, like, you're better off drinking... It's kind of hard to say, right? Because it's not even sugar anymore. It's high fructose corn syrup, and that shit's not good. So I would argue that, like, they're both bad, but in different ways. My main weapon's too good, so you guys go ahead and do it. Probably you, Jay. Damn right, Chance. I mean, Coke Zero is actually pretty damn good. That damage. rum chata right now. It's like an alcoholic rice. Oh, I know what rum chata is, brother. A big thing we used to do in oh no, oh I can't get to him. College was horchata, not horchata. We had this thing that was like sangria. It was you go to a Mexican market, a Latin market, and sangria, but it's not like there's no alcohol in it. It was just basically like juice, more or less, and we'd mix it with Jack Daniels. We had like at least I had a method. One of my roommates was like not really well versed in the alcohol, so you don't hit him with like a hard ratio. No, it's like it's at Latino Market down the street. Megan, it's just straight up called sangria, but it's not alcoholic. But it's basically like an agua fresca. Rather than hitting with like a 50-50 ratio, I was like, oh, okay, man, I'll make you a drink. And it would be like 25% Jack Daniels, 75% sangria. That's just so good. Thank you. Can I have another one? Yeah, sure. Then that one is like 50-50. Oh, man, this is really good. I'm getting pretty drunk. I'll have another one. Okay. Then that one's 75-25. Way more alcohol. He got so fucked up. And I was trying to take care of it because we were at my apartment. We were at our dorm. Okay. I was thinking about it. I wonder if our Auspex scanned that guy. So I was all right. I'm gonna get you water and stuff like that. And then he started getting combative with me. He started copping an attitude. He's like, "No, fuck you. You got me fucking drunk. Don't give me any. I don't want fucking. Don't give me water. I don't want water. I don't want to be drunk anymore." I'm like, "Well, I'll get you water." And he's like, "No, man, fuck you." I'm like, "Okay." So I put 99 bananas, which if you don't know about it, it's a clear alcohol that is 99 proof, at the bottom of a cup of water. I put like, let's just say a shot's worth, and I gave it to him with water, like a big cup with water. And he's drinking it and he goes like, "Oh man, this water's so good." I'm like, "Yeah?" And he drank about like 3/4 of it. He goes, "Why does this water taste so good?" I'm like, "Because I put alcohol at the bottom of it." And he's like, "Fuck you, man." I'm like, "Hey man, this is your problem. I was trying to be nice. You got combative with me." And he threw up in the sink. I have a pretty good history of like taking care of friends when they're drunk. So my friend Matt, who recently married his fiance in 2021, kind of when they first started like dating, she would kind of be around our shenanigans when we would drink. But then she went off to med school in Columbia, one of those med schools, and they would do long distance stuff, and he would always, like, when she would wake up, we were usually coming back from like the bar or maybe it's a club, and she wasn't really exposed to me taking care of Matt when he would get really drunk. There was one night we went down to San Diego. She had moved back at this point, and we went out, and Matt got just shit wrecked. And we come back to our friend's apartment because we were staying there, and it was just us three. And he was like near comatose. Like he was just that level of blacked out. And she's like, "Matt says he's got to go pee. What do we do?" I'm like, "Oh, that's easy. Here's what we do." So I put my arm like around him, and Matt puts his arm around me, and we walk to the bathroom, and we're standing in front of the toilet, and she's like, what do you do now?" I'm like, "Here." And I unzip his pants. I'm like, "Please don't tell me." I'm like, no, he takes care of it from here. He pees and then tucks himself back in. And I'm like, "Yeah, you just got to zip him back up." He zipped him back up, or just walk back, put him down the bed, and I'm like, "That's it. That's all you got to do. He just takes care of himself." She's like, "Oh my God, he's like a baby." Getting drunk, ended up getting puke angles on their kitchen floor before they put me in the shower. I got really irreparably drunk off of Newcastle. Like my friend got me a 12-pack, and I was like, "Oh yeah." I was so excited to drink. Dude, Captain, this is such a good fucking scheme, man. Have you ever had those nights where you're like on Thursday, like, hey, Friday we're gonna do this thing. Oh fuck yeah, I'm super excited. Oh dude, Jay, this one's sick too, man. Look at you guys in your sick skins. We're gonna do this thing. I'm excited, and you're hyping it up in your brain a lot, and then you go to start doing that event, whatever it is, and you get too drunk too fast, you black out, you get fucked up, and it's been 45 minutes into the night, and you're out of commission. Like, it starts at 7, by 8 o'clock you're in bed because you just went too hard too fast. Have anyone else ever had something like that? Or at least you were on the mend throughout the night because you just went too hard too fast. Whatever it is. Maybe not asleep, but still. Absolutely, Captain. Thanks for jumping in, my dude. So, I'm pretty new into drinking. I didn't drink in high school. I had like a Bud Light. I had Bud Lights in college. That was my first alcohol. And then someone had me try a Newcastle, and I was like, oh man, this is so good. I like Newcastle. So our designated fake ID was a Hawaiian dude named Drew. So Drew got me a 12-pack of Newcastle. I think it was 12. And we all go to the caf. We eat dinner. We finish dinner. I'm like, dude, it's gonna be so fun. Oh. We get back to our dorms. My one friend was playing. My suite mate, my roommate, was playing Dirge of Cerberus. We played that for like 2 hours. I watched him play it. And then we were like, okay, let's commence the drinking, like you do when you're in college and it's exciting, right? Like, we went and got the alcohol, brought it back to the dorm, all that. And I go so hard so fast. I think I had something like, it's between 4 to 6 of those beers in like a cool 45-minute period. And again, I'm not an experienced drinker. I'm not anyone who really knows what the fuck they're doing. And I just fucking get shit wrecked quick. I'm just way too hard into it, way too fast. And maybe I have like 1 or 2 after that point. And I go down to my friend Karen's room because my friend Sparby is down there. And Sparby and I had just met a couple months back, and he ends up becoming my best friend, blah, blah, blah. But I go down there, and that's where I walk down. It's just 2-story dorm at this one. It's not that far away. It's like, it's not even maybe a minute walk. I get in there, and I'm sitting down, and I'm kind of like, my vision's just kind of going, kind of starting, you know? Your vision just kind of like not feeling too good right now. And I'm like, trying to crack jokes here and there, trying to be okay. And as your skin starts to get clammed up and turn paler and paler, as you're like, you okay? I'm fine. Yeah, fine. Then you get the spit. Get the spit going. You're like, I'm good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I put my head down, which is that's it, you know? When your head goes down, that's a game over. When you're doing this, you're out for the count. Like, you just don't know it yet. You know, it hasn't really sunk into you. So my friends there, they're like, "Oh, Ryan, are you okay? Are you okay?" Like, the girls that were in their dorm. And Sparby's like, don't touch him. He's a man. He can take it. I'm like, I'm not and I remember going like this. I'm not a man. No, help me. Like, I'm not feeling too good at all. Like, just trying to push through it. And I remember trying to like kind of come at him and be kind of cool about it, but I'm at the point of throw up. I'm at the point of no return. And I'm like, hey, hey, Karen, do you have a bathroom? Knowing full well every dorm has a fucking bathroom. And she's like, yeah, it's right over there. And I'm facing this way. The door for it's right here. I'm like, oh, cool, great. No, I don't need to be grounded. When you're drunk, you don't need to be grounded. Grounded is only for drugs. And I open the door, and I take a step towards the bathroom, and I don't fall, but I collapse onto all fours, and I start crawling towards the toilet. And my one friend Rochelle like directs me towards the toilet like a dog, and I start throwing up into the toilet. I just wrenching into it, and eventually start feeling a little bit better. And They're like, "Oh, are you okay?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah. Why do you ask?" They're like, "Cause you were just throwing up." I'm like, "You guys heard that?" They're like, "Dude, the door was open. We were right standing next to you." It's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I think I'm just gonna like, you know, go back upstairs for like of the night. And I walk back up, and she's like, "I'll come with you," because she lived across from me. So she walks me back to my dorm, into my actual dorm room, and I get, trying to be all suave about it. I get to the toilet in my dorm room, and I try to go basically like I walk through the door and I try to go right. The toilet's that way, and she's like, no, this way. I'm like, "Oh, yeah. And I locked legs, and like this, throwing up, covering myself, my legs, everything. And she's like, oh. And I throw up into this toilet. And after that, I'm like, "Thanks, Rochelle. You're the best. You didn't need to come over here. I mean, that was so nice of you. I mean, I'm good, though, clearly, right? Like, I didn't throw up or anything." She's like, "You just threw up. You covered yourself and throw up." And I'm like, "Okay. Thank you." So, like, she leaves. If you need anything, I'm next door. Just knock. Because she had a long distance boyfriend, so she would call her boyfriend usually in the evenings. And that's also at a time in like freshman year of college, people kept their doors open all the time. You just kind of go in, you'd hang out. So I remember I had a roommate at the time named Shane, and Shane fucking sucked. So I took a shower and I crawl into bed. And I remember looking at the time, and it was like 9:45, and I had started drinking at like 9 o'clock or 9:15, something just super fucking early. And I climb into bed and I pass out, and I wake back up at like 1:30. And I don't know if you guys remember those. Arrowhead used to sell water pods, which were really no bigger than this, with like a cap. It's the most pointless product. I don't know why. I think I bought them because I was like, "Oh, we can use these like water balloons." No, they're hard as fuck. Because it wasn't like that recycled plastic now that Arrowhead uses, where it's like 90% thinner. It was hard and it was heavy, like water. So I needed water. The only fucking thing I could do was get to that water in those water pods. So I'm opening them and I'm ripping open the cap and I'm crunching them to like push all the water in my mouth. And I've gone through 2. And my roommate Shane wakes up and he's like, "Dude, can you be quiet?" And I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Shane." And I just threw all 4 of them at him. And he's like, "Oh, okay." Like, and I just passed out and woke back up like, you know, at like 10. And he's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, man. What did I do?" And he's like, "Oh, you did all these things." I'm like, "Oh, shit. Sorry, man." Those hurt when non-frozen and thrown. But that's story time for me, my bros. I hope you enjoy it from me. Dude, yeah, the Stalker bolt rifle is amazing. One day, next time, probably, I will tell the story that I've told during my stand-up comedy bits that won me the last comic standing about my run-in with the Colombian cartel. That's a pretty funny story, because that just involves drunk college kids doing dumb things. Yeah, I hope we get 5 tier 1 subs, man. We're almost there. We're going to close the stream out for the day. I'll go ahead and make a community post about it. Yeah, if anyone wants to throw a tier 1, 2, or 3 sub, we are at the final 5. It'll put me into the new commission bracket. I will suck your dick. Kind of like the machine, but not really. Because that has a story ending that is kind of like, when you hear the machine story, Bakara, I love the machine story, but there's enough reasonable doubt that you're not sure if it's true. When I tell you this story, you'll be like, that's a true fucking story, because that's 100% what you would do in this situation. It's because it's not like a completely conflated situation. I'd run with the Mexican neighbor when I was a kid. I lived on a 40-foot sailboat with mom and dad at one point. Dude, fuck, holy crap. You too, Vlad. Thanks for jumping in, man. Guys, let's find someone here to raid. I'm just going to probably send you on your ways. What the hell? Oh my god, fucking things are so fucked up today. And your husband's Twitch and stuff from there. Nature Boy, you're the best. Like the potato battle during World War II. Okay, let's who we raiding here today. Let's raid. I don't know who this guy is. Is anyone? Are we following anyone that's raiding? Who's raiding? Is anyone up? Dirty Saints playing BG3. Sasha Gray is doing Stalker 2. Rafael Hayes World is doing Dark and Darker. Oh, Tibbs. We're doing Tibbs. I love Tibbs. My Slavic queen. But guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. We'll do another stream on Tuesday, and I'll probably just do like a Path of Exile 2, like theory crafting stream where we just sit down, take a look at the builder that's been not leaked. It's been sourced from the data files, and we'll go ahead and have some fun with that. Get a good idea of what we're gonna play. I want to do a Ranger for Path of Exile 2, but I might do a Ranger, Monk, and Warrior all look really cool to me. All look really, really cool to me. So we'll see what I kind of fall into. But again, guys, have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. And I don't know what projects I'm working on. Well, I'm working on Path of Exile 2. Because I gotta wait. I'm waiting for that. But I'm gonna send you guys on over to Tibbs. Have a good one. Take care. And I'll see you bros on Tuesday.